Why, hello there. This is iRockTHS back again with a new video about my new series I'm going to be doing on Twitch. It's a new Saving Out of the Park, and mostly going to be doing this on Twitch, but this is going to be a lot more involved than anything I've done before, and I need input from the community to do it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a Create a Prospect League. What I have set up is a feeder system within a standard save, standard MLB league, and a feeder system here. We've got JUCO, we've got, I believe, 5 colleges, yes, 5 college conferences, and 5 high school conferences. With this feeder system, I am going to put players submitted by the community into the game. And I've already started doing that. If you want to see some of the results. So all of these are submitted players, some of them by me, some of them by my friends, some of them by the community at large. So all of these players are freshmen in high school. That's why it's labeled Class of 2023. So they will play 4 years of high school ball, and then they will be eligible for the draft. I will do very minimal intervention going forward with their careers, and I'll tell you why I'm not saying no intervention right now or later. So I am going to put players into this farm system from this jot form. So I will put a link to this jot form in the description. If you don't care what school your player goes to, go ahead and just leave it at don't care. If you do care, there is a list here. I did try to get pretty much every part of the country represented. You are more than welcome to create a non-US player. It's just they're going to go to high school here in America because that's where the feeder system is. Height and weight. If you are making a first baseman or someone who might end up at first base, remember that height is huge in that position rating. And then bats and throws. If you are an infielder, I will have to switch you to being right-handed if you're not playing first base, because otherwise the game won't like that very much. Once you select, it takes you to the next screen, and this is where you select your player archetype. So the reason we're doing archetypes is that I don't want to create a bunch of 80 overalls and absolutely destroy the majors in like 3 years. So this is also helping keep the numbers down, but hopefully will keep a lot of players from being unplayable. Bronzies, defensive gods, but not the greatest offensively. Winsanity, on base machine, but they're not going to hit for a lot of power. Keep the line moving. They don't get out very often, but again, they're not really going to hit for a lot of power. Mind the gap. Gap power over home run power. Still really good offensively minded. Pure hitter. Yeah, you want to make the best hitting prospect? Great. They're not going to defend. Ricky's boys, Ricky Henderson, very fast. 3 true outcomes, and then a utility belt. Utility belt players can play infield and outfield. So for pitchers, we have the 300 club, which is strikeout focused, but they might give up, a lot of home runs. So now on to pitchers. So we'll go looking here at pitchers. We've got the 300 club, but they'll strike out a lot of guys, but they'll give up a lot of home runs. Aces high. This is what we used to think of when we thought of like an ace. Get you a lot of innings every 5 days. Flamethrower, throw it hard, poor control. Leonardo da Vinci. These are the kind of guys that can throw any pitch under the sun. This is a Yu Darvish kind of pitcher. Sawzall, this is going to be a movement kind of pitcher. And then to the credits is closers. I am going to create a on-base machine. I definitely want high speed. Contact rating is based on part batting average on balls in play, part avoid case, and part home run power. Home run power is a very distant third to that, but that is part of it. So your contact rating will probably not be whatever star rating you pick in here. This is where it gets difficult. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. So he's going to get on base, and he's going to not strike out too much, but, you know. And he's going to be able to run around, and he's, yeah, you know, he's left fielder. And then this right here, you can take on, for example, you can have extra point if you take on like a high greed, or you can leave one of these points off if you want to take on something like a high work ethic. I guess I'm going to take nothing on this one, so I'll just go with what I get. And then this one right here, so platoon splits, most players are going to have a split one way or the other. Alright, so now we're going to create a pitcher. So we're going to make a Leonardo da Vinci. So the first thing I want to talk about is when I said I am mostly not going to interfere, I will interfere on velocity because there's no way to put velocity potential in the game. Taki Bujima is supposed to be he's supposed to be a full velocity, just closer at 100 miles an hour plus. No 15-year-old throws 100 miles an hour. I'm going to have to bump it up 3 to 4 spots for most of these guys. And on top of that, he has 40 stuff right now. He has 65 stuff now. If it's not a changeup, its stuff rating is affected by the velocity. So your pitcher, their freshman year, is going to have a poor stuff potential. Players develop velocity over time. By the time they enter the draft, I will get them up to their normal velocity. But otherwise, they are going to absolutely dominate the high school game if they get their desired velocity. Movement also affects the quality of the pitches, and the pitches you throw also affects your movement. Pitchers are fun. Now, I have 31 points on a Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci's can throw up to 7 different pitches. The idea is they're going to throw at least 5. I'm going to do that, that. So let's go with the changeup. Splitter's devastating. So you notice it says I can have 31 points. I only have 28. So you can sacrifice points or take on undesirable traits to get bonus points, like I said, or you can take on roles. For all of these except leader and captain, you can sacrifice 2 points to add spark plug or prankster, or you can get 2 points if you take on any of these. If you want leader, you need to sacrifice 3. No one is getting captain for right now because captain is so strong with the way the chemistry affects development. Captain is so strong. It just wouldn't be balanced. So I have 3 points. I don't know what to do with. I'm gonna put them in leader. So my character will be a leader, or this player will be a leader. So you'll notice that some of these pitches have different ranges. So the fastball has 45 to 65. So meanwhile, the sinker, cutter, curve, all these pitches have 40 to 60, and the knuckleball has 30 to 50. Certain pitches like screwballs, splitters, and especially knuckleballs are so they treat them differently. And a good knuckleball will destroy the game. Now, this is not going to be a knuckleballer. You're not going to make the next Phil Necro this way. But if you want to have a knuckleball in there, you can. There is a Google Doc here. There will be a viewing link for the rules on creating players and that kind of thing. I would like to address people who have submitted characters and have not heard anything from me. I have not communicated with many people about what's going on. Right now, I am in the middle of school, and this is the end of a semester. So last weekend, I had to do 3 homework assignments in one day, and this weekend I have to do 2, but one of them's my final. I'm using this time. I've got about half the already submitted players from the first batch. So 17 of the 37 players are in the feeder system. I will get the rest of them in there this week. Make sure you follow my stream and turn on notifications for when I go live, because I will probably figure out when I'm streaming on Saturday, Friday night. It totally depends on how long Alex thinks he's going to stream, who might stream after that. Another thing to note about this project is you will notice I am set to control the Kansas City Royals. I have made a manager. I will be managing as normal. I will draft as I normally draft. While I will have some bias to take especially players that I created, I will take the best player available, whether that's a created player or not. I will monitor everyone. I've got everyone on shortlists so we can see all of these stats for people, but I will be playing this as a normal save. I do plan to do this for multiple seasons, so this is not just a one season and we're going to see how things go. I plan to populate every year players from a pool. So every year I'm going to reopen this form. If you want to be in the first season, make sure you get your Jot form filled out no later than Friday, November 6th, so I can get everyone in. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a message on Discord. It's IRockTHS. So that will do things for this time. Again, make sure you get your stuff in by November 6th. That is this upcoming Friday, if you are watching it the day it comes out. And make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you are you like and subscribe to this on YouTube. Comments. Last time we did ponies. This time let's do apples. Let's do everyone's favorite type of apple. Comments do not have to be related to the video in order for them to help YouTube think the video is more popular, because the algorithm is dumb. So make sure to get your players in, and I will see you all this weekend.